I appreciate the video, actually. I'm glad that you are listening, especially to the young.
I don't disagree with a lot of what you said. I don't. I would like someone who is closer to my age as well. Realistically, I'd like someone who is between 45 and 50, with about 10 years of political experience. But it's not required. But it would be helpful. I don't object to pushing legislation at a state level to try and get things to move up to the federal level. I do have a problem. I live in Florida, and the gerrymandering that has transpired in this state. I moved down here in 1998, the same year my child was born. And the gerrymandering that has taken place is going to make it extremely difficult in places like Florida and Texas, which would be instrumental to getting the electoral vote that you would like. Getting states like that involved would be wonderful, so that the person that wins the popular vote would win the electoral vote. And because we both know that Trump lost the popular vote both times he ran, and George Bush Jr. lost the popular vote, yet won the presidency in my lifetime. Yeah, I railed against the Electoral College for as long as I taught. The problem is, and it was something that I'm very glad that you guys are taking advantage of, is your ability to communicate not just with someone like me, but with each other, is what allowed us to be successful a generation, actually 2 generations ago, during the 1960s. The type of grass movement that you're talking about happened before in the 1960s, and it happened for civil rights, and it happened to get us out of Vietnam. And the establishment was fighting against both of those things at the same time. I'm more concerned about the time frame, because where we are right now, in December of 2023, we are less than 340 days to the election. In order for someone like Dean to run and win, he has to get on all 50 states. That is going to be difficult because historically speaking, and I'm not disagreeing with you, I'm just saying historically speaking, the Democratic Party will not run someone against an incumbent, and neither will the Republican. I don't know how to fix that before the election. And, for example, if Dean is not successful in upending Biden for the run for presidency, say there's a runoff between the two of them and Biden wins, would you then support a Biden ticket? Because again, I'm still concerned not just about the presidency. I'm definitely concerned about, in the state of Florida, we pushed forth a ballot initiative to have abortion like it was in Ohio on our ballot in 2024. And at the same time, the GOP under Ron DeSantis has purged almost 1 million people off of the voter rolls. We have 22 million people in the state. It's almost 5%. And the numbers, according to the Miami Herald, are over 600,000 Democrats. So that's what we're going up against. And I want you to keep that in mind as a realistic aspect of this discussion. The other side has been playing very much dirty pool. And do I agree with you that the Democratic Party is multiple parties? Sure. And the Republican Party is at least 2. I'd say there's a third party of old school Republicans, kind of like the same people that are my age that are Republicans, that have always been Republicans, like I've always been a Democrat. And you have to put that in. And I don't know is also part of the answer. I can't give you a definitive answer. I don't know. But I would like to keep having this discussion because we have to talk to each other. I don't want to live under the alternative. I've already lived under Trump for 4 years, and my taxes have gone up since 2020. They're going to go up again this year, and they'll go up again in 2025 because of the 2017 tax cut. I'm well aware of how bad the GOP is. I've lived under it my entire life. I've watched Democratic president take our economy in the right direction and Republican president destroy it repeatedly in my lifetime. I would like a better alternative. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I'm really worried about the truncated time period we have between now and November of next year. There's a lot of stuff that has to get done, and you have to convince a lot of people. I have no problem talking. I've never had a problem talking, and I think your ideas are sound. What can we do to work together? I would have no problem going along. I would have no problem with Dean. I would like Katie Porter. Mr. Bowman, Representative Bowman from New York City is fantastic. Loves education, loves people. Dynamic leaders, I have no objection to. I would really like that. The last time I got Barack Obama and I elected President Clinton. That's who I voted for. And they were young and dynamic, and they made a difference in our society. I would like that. Have a happy Saturday.